I'm gonna wait for the 10-second mark, I guess. Hopefully YouTube does not cut out the intro on today's video, or live stream, I mean. Okay, about 20 seconds, I think we're fine. Okay guys, hello, welcome back to Big LT. Today, well, first off, there's a thing called the ketchup test, and it's a pretty simple concept. I just got a message like Big LT's live. That was from my friends. So basically, I'm doing kind of doing a ketchup test, but I'm doing more than just ketchup. So you see, this is ketchup, this is mustard, and this is barbecue sauce. I would have put more on here. I just I was going to put dirt in this little area. Thing is, the ground is so cold right now. I decided to scrap that idea. So we're just going to do 3 big stains here, and we're going to see how it performs. All right. So rules are that you have to use the normal cycle, and you have to use tap cold water because using warm or hot water, it's a little bit like cheating, I guess. We need to see the performance of the washer and how well it can do on its own with some handicaps. So that's why we're using cold water. And we can't use liquid. I mean, we can't use powder detergent. That's against the rules too. So I'm just using I'm using liquid all, which this doesn't look like much, but I'm not washing much. And the rules to this is use what is recommended. I'm using a 2 because I'm washing just 2 towels, like 2 big towels and this rag. It's pretty much a small load. So I'm just going like a 1 or a 2 on this. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I would wash more towels. Just the thing is, I don't want my I mean, there's a possibility that the ketchup, mustard, and all that stuff it'll rub off on the towels and it'll smell like it. So I don't want to cause that. All right, I'm just trying to do this. That's on the agitator. Damn it! I'm not reaching out the cup. Too much of a hassle. Okay, guys. So I'm washing my towel because I don't really care if it smells like ketchup or mustard. I'll just use fabric softener. Fabric softener sheets, not liquid fabric softener. And this is a floor towel, so 16 people in this stream. Wow. Yeah. So there's my towel, there's a floor towel. And then our stain towel. Not towel, a little rag. There's baby rays on me now. Oh well, I can lick that. I'm not licking that shit. Alright, so like I said, we're going to be using normal cycle. I'm using tap cold. And just going to have it on deep rinse. No deep water though. So let's get this started. I got sweet baby rays on my arm. Why is it not filling up? There it goes. All messages. There. 13 people, but no message yet. Anybody who might be new to the stream, and missed the intro, I'm doing a stain test. Ketchup, mustard, and barbecue sauce. I only have 2 towels in there. I know it might sound bad, but I don't want to take the risk of the family towels smelling like all the stuff I have on me right now. The floor towel has some baby rays on it. Hello, the LCN Man 121. Welcome to my version of the ketchup test. You know what? I forgot. I need to check out. I need to check to see if the stream is high quality. Star Clips. You're wondering what this is. This is a multi-stain test. I have a white rag in there that has ketchup, mustard, and barbecue sauce stained on it. And I make sure to rub it in too. It's in there in the fibers and stuff. But the whole purpose is to test to see if the washer can remove those stains with some handicaps. Like, we can't use any warm or hot water, so we're using tap cold. And I also gotta see if the stream is high quality too. I would hate if it's not. Can't watch my own stream. Go to a different account, I guess. But this is going to be pretty cool. Let's see this. Stream high quality. Yep, stream is high quality. Nothing to worry about. Well, at least it's not pixelated. Talking about the stream being good quality or bad quality, because if it's bad quality for you, I think I recommend turning the live stream to 1080p on your end. It might work. Okay, so good quality. All right, that's nice to hear. There was one time where I tried to do a stream, but the quality, it was so bad you can count the pixels. I don't want that happening again. Thank you for subbing. Well, you can see it's doing something with the color of that water. Oh, and folks, if this does turn out to be a little bad on performance of the stain removing, just know that this is cold water. We have some rules and stuff here, and cold water is one of them. And just because it might not be able to remove these stains, maybe, doesn't mean that it can't if you pre-treat it or something like that. So this is just a test on wash performance. My advice is pre-treat most, if not all, of your stains. I mean, some you don't really have to, like soda and dirt and stuff, but if it's ketchup or mustard or anything on this white rag, then yeah, you probably should. And you should use hot water too. It is satisfying. This is one of the main reasons why I'm a washer enthusiast. I know, like, no normal kid, or I mean, I'm not really a kid anymore, I'm 20, but no normal person would really find something like this interesting. I used to be called weird in school, huh? Not much, because I always kept this stuff private, but, you know. It's an autistic thing, that's why I like these machines. I'm into a lot of other things, like stand mixers and mowers and tornado sirens, or just warning sirens in general. Just a lot of stuff in it. I'm not moving anything. The machine's just moving by itself. So yeah, the machine, it's just wobbly like this because the way it's built. Older washers, they wouldn't move like this. And no, I'm not really I'm not really an electrician either. Matter of fact, I got this obstruction light one Christmas, like Christmas 2022, I think. And I was so scared to put the wires in the plug-in. My friends were telling me to do so, and they teased me over it for months after that. So yeah, definitely not an electrician. The amount of time it takes to wash clothes in a washer, it depends on a lot of factors, but this washer specifically usually takes about an hour or so. Since it's an HE washer, it does take much longer than an old school washer. So yeah, about like an hour, unless you have a quick wash, and it'll take like half an hour, or almost half an hour. Just a little under half an hour. This normal cycle, if you have it on normal rinse cycle, it will take an hour. If you don't have it on normal rinse cycle, it'll just be just a few minutes under an hour. Old school washers, they take like half an hour or more to wash a load. And then front loaders, they usually take an hour. Or, I mean, it ranges, you know. We technically did get snow in my area. Most of it did not stick though. I'm watching the stream back on my tablet. But yeah, I technically did get snow, but it did not stick. Though, I mean, I only known that because I still have I have a random pumpkin outside, and it got snow on it since it was cold enough. We don't usually get snow until like right before Christmas or after Christmas. So yeah, it kind of sucks, doesn't it? Usually December, when you think about December and Christmas, you think it's all nice and snowy, like a winter wonderland. Down here in Missouri, well, I live like in the middle of Missouri. We don't usually get snow till January. We usually get a giant snowstorm every January, at least once. That's just a given, but not in December. Somebody's trying to call me. I can't right now. I'm just a little busy. So. It usually never snows on Christmas down in Missouri. Well, at least in my area. I know that St. Louis gets more snow than my city. I think in 2022 we did get a white Christmas. Which, for anybody who doesn't know what that means we got snow. But that was like a rare occurrence, so it's a pretty cool moment. I hope we get a white Christmas this year, but I'm fine with green Christmases. Or we call them green Christmases, but the grass is not green in December. Okay, maybe zooming in is not a good idea. Live streams are very touchy about zooming in and out. I can't see the oh, I can see the rag now. That mustard, it does not look that good. I can still see a lot of mustard on that white rag. $2 feet of snow. Huh. Most times we're kind of lucky to get even 2 feet of snow before Christmas. And then January comes around and yeah, like I said before, we usually get a yearly snowstorm in January. There's one time where I got like a little snow break from my job. I work at an ice cream shop, and you know, ice cream shops, they kind of rely on weather. If it's hot, you want to go out to get ice cream, but if it's cold, less and less people will go to get ice cream. There was one time where it was snowing during my work shift, and the road got a little icy, so we just called it quits and just closed shop in the middle of the day. Like, well, not really middle of the day, but middle of my shift, which was like 6 p.m. And then after that, we had like a whole 2 weeks off because of a snowstorm. So yeah, that was a nice vacation. Christmas plans, huh? Plan on going to my grandma's house for a big Christmas dinner. And then my other grandparents will come over to my house for Christmas lunch. I think. And then sometime right before Christmas, I'm going to a concert. A Justin Timberlake concert in St. Louis. Well, I can say that it failed at removing that mustard. That's a shame. I don't know about the ketchup and barbecue sauce, though. You know, Florida is a bit whack, but honestly, I love Florida. I've the last time I've been to Florida was 2021. We went there for spring break, and I have not gone back since for whatever reason. I want to. We usually go there about like every 1 to 2 years, but now it's 2024 and we still haven't went there. So yeah, hopefully one day we'll go to Florida, maybe next year. But I don't know. I kind of doubt it because I'm going to New York next year. Sudsy. I heard New York is pretty fun. I heard it from my coworker at work. He went there once for his senior trip. Though the only thing is, New York is full of just criminals and crackheads and stuff. So like, yeah, it's not really too good. And then the culture down there too, like if you could refer to downtown New York, people look at you crazy. Like, I don't know, I don't really understand the whole uptown, midtown, downtown stuff in New York specifically. Like we got downtown LA, downtown Chicago, but New York is a bit different. I'll just call it the part of New York that has all the big skyscrapers. I went to Washington D.C. On my senior trip. I wanted to see the monument very badly, and I also wanted to see another tower. Wasn't as popular as the monument, but it is the tallest. But this here was the tallest structure. It was called the Hughes Memorial Tower. It's like a cell tower and TV tower or something. It was pretty big. I don't know. I forgot. I want to see the One World Trade. I want to see that in person. That building is super cool. It's a shame that the two twin towers are no longer here. That would have been nice to see, but too bad they've been destroyed right before I was born. Like I was born like what was it, 3 years after 9/11. So yeah, and they had balconies too. That would have been so cool to see the view and stuff. The thing is, I'm an enthusiast of a lot of things, not just washers like this here, but weirdly enough, I'm an enthusiast of obstruction lights that you'll see on like cell towers, TV towers, radio towers, and the two twin towers, they had obstruction lights obviously, and on the balcony you could see them up close. That would have been really cool to film on my channel, but I'll never get to do that. And the One World Trade, I don't think that skyscraper has a balcony. I might be wrong though, I'm not sure. Well, if it does have a balcony, you won't be able to see the obstruction lights because they're way up on the antenna. Hello, washer and cuber kid. Welcome to my version of the ketchup test, though it's a multi-stain test. Remember that whole joke about me, quote-unquote, stealing this from the KSG channel? I mean, it's not really the one who came up with this whole thing, so it's fine. And, you know, guys, I might sound a bit slow here, because I kind of am, but I can't read. I mean, I can't tell RPM speed, but I know this is low. This is not high RPMs. This is like a lower RPM speed. But it does get faster. Alright, see ya. It's like 6:25 in my area. And then right after this is all done with, I'm going to make a whole thing of hamburger helper to myself because I'm a fat ass. Not really, but it's kind of surprising how I'm not fat. I kind of have a gut though, but not fat. You're an hour ahead of me. Rinse time. It did a bad job at removing that mustard. I'll tell you that. And I think I see the barbecue sauce, so that could be the ketchup. Does anybody here know how to bleach a towel? Because I think after this I might bleach this towel to remove these stains so I can do a proper ketchup test one day. Just only ketchup and stuff. Damn, you are pretty close to New York. I am days away from New York. I have an online friend, which I believe he lives like 1 or 2 hours away from New York. I'm not sure, honestly, but I think he is just he's a short way from New York, and he's All right, then I go see ya. All right, see ya. Like I was saying, I have a friend who lives near New York, like an hour or 2 hours away. I'm not exactly sure. But he's been there multiple times because it's really easy to go there. You just drive there and stuff. Like, that'd be, just imagine how nice that would be. Down here, the two closest cities to me is Springfield, Missouri, and St. Louis, Missouri. Both an hour and a half away from my place. To him, New York is that. So, that's pretty cool. You're pretty close too. You know, I am kind of jealous. So, I mean, Chicago is not too far away from Missouri. So I at least got that. It's just one state away. So it's at the end of, it's at the edge of Illinois though. It'll take like I think it takes like 5 hours to drive there. So it's really not too bad. 5 or 6 actually, I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. 2 days away, huh? That's the amount of time that it takes me to drive from Missouri to Florida. Usually about 2 days. 8 likes on the live stream. I'll tell you, that's the most likes I've ever gotten on one of my live streams. Though it's only because it's vertical, and I usually make horizontal streams, because vertical streams, well, vertical videos suck in comparison. In this case, though, it's not bad. Vertical streams get much more views. I can still see the mustard. I'll give that like an F on mustard. I kind of saw the barbecue, and it did a decent job at removing it. I'll give it like a C plus or a B minus. Find out soon enough. My towel is right next to the mustard towel. Hopefully it doesn't smell like mustard. That would suck. This final spin's going to take forever. I'm telling you right now. Still pretty sudsy in there. Oh. Huh. I might need to fix that. Well, I'll see real fast. See if it'll take it. You can see the water. Prime shitbox action here. I'm stopping it. I'm gonna have to move one of the towels. I guess I'll move mine. Okay. You can go in your own little area, little test rag. Okay, I think we're safe. I can see something. The lid needs cleaned again. Yeah, it does that for a reason. Like, I understand that it does that for like the wash and rinse. But why waste that water for a spin? It didn't even spray anything. Just the edge of my towel. now we're getting some speed. I can't really tell how many RPMs this is. Not exactly too good on telling how many RPMs this is. All I know is that if it spins fast, then it spins fast, and if it spins slow, then it spins slow. You know, it's easy to notice that. Just I don't know the exact number of rotations per minute or per second or something. What the hell is that noise? What is that noise? The hell was that? Damn, I think my washer might be having a heart attack. It's probably going to break. You know, honestly, I'm not a front loader person, especially the residential models. Not only do I think that top loaders are just a little cooler because they have the agitator and all that stuff, you see the wash action, but because they also use much more water. But if I would be excited, then yes, because new washer and all that stuff, it's always exciting. And it also has a little sidekick, so that's a win-win, I guess you can say. But if I had one, I would most likely just keep on using the sidekick more than the actual washer itself, because that's the more interesting of the two, in my opinion, because I'm not a front loader person. It's a shame that they claim better than top loaders. Oh well. I wish it was the other way around. I like the big commercial I like the big commercial front loaders like the Dexters and the Heat. Oh, hello, Max Yang. Hello there. We're doing a not exactly a ketchup test. It's a multi-stain test that has like ketchup, mustard, and barbecue sauce. And so far, it removed to what I can see, the ketchup and the barbecue sauce it did a decent job on, but the mustard, it barely touched it. But we'll see the results after. But yeah. Alright, rinse and spin. My washer has a drain and spin. I've only had to use it once when I was trying to wash my backpack in the shower. I got ink spilt on it. I did record it, but I posted it on a small channel. And don't try to find it I unlisted it. It's only for my pleasure to watch because it's kind of awkward. $10 likes, huh? That's the peak amount of likes I've ever got on any of my live streams. So that's really awesome. Should do these vertical streams more often. 11 likes now. Nice. But please tell me to seriously end. It always runs the drain pump whenever the spin cycle is done. But it doesn't look like it's slowing down. Oh well. If you couldn't tell, I'm getting pretty hungry. It's like 6:50 right now. Actually, it's 6:47, but close enough, around the numbers. Yeah, I'm definitely going to eat something after this. Nope. You're not escaping. The washer's vibrating so much that my desk lamp wants to fall off. It's trying to slide off. But we need that lighting. Nice. I know they activate the drain pump to remove the excess water that was collected throughout the spin, but I'm just so used to it. I'm so used to it activating when the washer is done spinning. So when I heard it activate that one time, I thought the cycle was finished. But nope. This has a very long spin cycle. My grandma has, she basically has the same washer here, but it's the lowest end version of it. Anybody who doesn't know, there's like 3 versions of this Whirlpool 2-in-1 removable agitator. We got the low class one, which it does not have a mirror. It does have the agitator, a different impeller. I think it has a better impeller than this, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. And it has like a 4.9 cubic foot tub, I think. And it has turn dials and stuff. Well, fake turn dials. And then we got middle class, which is what I have here. This is the middle class version. And this was on sale at Lowe's. We were desperate with trying to get a new washer after my Atlantis broke down. So yeah, we got this one. It's middle class, but it'll do a job. And then we got the final version that I know of, which is the high class one. This one you have a lot of options on the board, and there's like a finger faucet on the tub and all these buttons and stuff. Fabric softener dispenser and whatever else. It's pretty nice, but the washer itself, I think it uses the same agitator and impeller. All 3 washers are mid, honestly. This one does the job, like I said, but there's so many better options out there. This one was actually acting up earlier. When you would turn it on, it would just start pumping out nothing. The pump would just turn on when you press the on button. I'll show you that at the end of the stream. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So since we're talking about washers and grandmas, I'll tell you, my grandparents on my dad's side, they kind of had bad luck with washers ever since they moved into their new trailer, the one they currently live at. So let's see, when they moved in there, they got a Kenmore direct drive set, and I remember it having the Kenmore straight vane, which we all know and love. It has small veins and stuff on it. It's yeah, we all know it. But my grandma, well, just yeah, my grandma specifically, she hated it. She said it did not clean whatsoever. And I was like, "What? It was a direct drive. What are you talking about?" But honestly, I believe her because the Kenmore straight vane is definitely low. Is a lower end. It's a lower end straight vane. Doesn't really do the best, but it is cool as shit though. So she replaced it with a Roper direct drive washer that had the Whirlpool dual action with the fabric softener dispenser. That one did much better because the dual action, and my grandma washes rugs and quilts and just heavy clothes like denim jeans and whatever else from my, well, denim overalls and stuff from my grandpa. So yeah, it did better than the Kenmore because the agitator. Eventually, like, in 2017, the motor just exploded into sparks and stuff. So she replaced it with a Samsung top loader, which was a big mistake because after 2 weeks of use, it started leaking all over the floor. And I remember I was the one who noticed it in the first place. I just noticed this big puddle of water. So they had it replaced. They replaced it with this Maytag 505, which very infamous washer because we all know they're pretty shit. It was higher end model too. Eventually, after like 5 or 6 years, it broke down earlier this year, and she replaced it with this washer, well, the lower end version of this washer. So we kind of had the same washer now, got the removable agitator and stuff. That has not broke down yet, but it probably won't last long because it's a cheapy washer. Okay, it looks like we're finally finished here. All right, let's see the results and stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so we got some. The stream's acting up. All right, so we got some results. All right, so what we have here, this is the ketchup stain, which it was pretty big, and I used a lot of ketchup. I used like 2 ketchup packets, and you see, actually did a good job here. I'm gonna try to use a flash on my phone because it's not too bright. All right, I think that might be better. All right, so you see, pretty light. So I say this did a pretty good job. I know that someone like Appliance will say that this did a horrible job, but in person, it's not that bad. It really isn't. And now we got the second stain. This did the worst out of all 3 stains. The mustard. We all know that, I mean, at least I knew that it would not get this out because mustard is mustard. And it leaked onto the other side too. Well, that was my fault. I rubbed it in. So yeah, this did a horrible job at removing the mustard stain. And then we got the best of all 3 results, the barbecue sauce. There's like a small amount of Sweet Baby Ray's on here. Yeah, I know. It wasn't as big as these 2, but it was enough. Doesn't matter how much you have on it, or I mean how big the stain is. Big, small, you know. So yeah, this did the best out of all 3. I could barely see the. I could barely see it. See, that did a wonderful job actually. This did good job, I'll say. This I'll just give an F. There's that. Yeah, and it is wet, so like when it dries off, the colors, some of it will fade. I mean, it should all fade when it dries off and stuff. Which this is nearly dry actually. So there's that. I'm probably going to have this thing bleached so I can do a proper ketchup test because this wasn't exactly a proper ketchup test because I put two other stains on here. So yeah, there's that. That did a pretty good job actually. And one more thing, I want to see if these towels that I put in here for the test, I want to see if they smell like any of these condiments. This here's a floor towel, it's fine, so who cares if it does. That smells like detergent. This here's my personal towel. Yeah, yeah. That doesn't smell like anything other than detergent and stuff, so it's kind of worrying for nothing. I should have put more towels in there. Alright, well, there's that. Alright, so before the stream ends, I just want to show you what I was talking about. So you see this? Usually when you open the door, this done light, this in the cycle light here, it will shut off. Like you can't really see it with the flash on, but I'm not turning the flash off. So yeah, it's not shutting off for whatever reason. And look what happens when you press the power button. What? Uh, okay, so let's just turn off the washer. Alrighty then. It did not do that for me last time. It has a mind of its own. It heard me talking about it, so it decided to prove me wrong. Nice. But usually, if you would if you would press the button, it'll start neutral draining for whatever reason. The pump will just activate. You have to unplug it and plug it back in to make it stop because it won't stop any other way. So, yeah, there's that. The ketchup, mustard, and the baby rays. Alright, well, that's going to be it for today. Now, I'm probably going to, the next live stream I'm probably going to wash my backpack in here. But it's not going to be until, like, either right before Christmas or right after. Who knows? So, there's that. And I'm also just going to do another test like this, but with only ketchup. So, it'll be a true ketchup test. Alright. So, well, I mean, alright. Kept on saying this video was going to end, but it didn't. I just want to say something real fast. Just because it didn't do a good job here doesn't mean that it can't do a better job. I mean, doesn't mean that it just does a horrible job in general. Like the restrictions, I had to put on tap cold and all that stuff. And it also depends on what detergent you're using too. Some detergents are much better than others. Like powder detergent is better with these stains. So powder detergent is prohibited with these tests. So, but it's a good thing because I mostly have liquid stuff anyways. I don't usually use powder detergent at my house, only on vacation. So, you're supposed to pre-treat all these stains, so don't get the idea that this just can't be removed whatsoever because the washer is too bad at it. You're supposed to pre-treat stains like this and wash them in hot water. So, there's that. This is just a test on if it can remove it with some restrictions. Alright. Now then, this here is actually going to be the end of the stream. So, see you guys later. Bye.